for
call the
heaven's
authorities.
sake.
Call the authorities.
A bit dramatic, don't you think?
No, my whole body hurts. My hair hurts.
Your hair hurts.
Yes.
He said my hair hurts.
And I'm bald.
And you're bald. I think someone's a bit dramatic this morning.
Oh, it's bad.
Just a wee bit dramatic. Carol says, good morning, geez. I haven't been on a ride in a long while. Kelly says, good morning.
You're welcome to join us.
What is this description about?
As long as it's Mrs. G, don't take me out.
So dramatic.
I'm doing fine until you give me your crud.
Jean says, good morning. My sugar husband has COVID now after a good lung scan Monday. Prayers, please.
Yes,
We'll
definitely.
be praying, sweetheart.
Hopefully he gets feeling better soon.
Yes. That stuff is no fun to have. Debbie says, good morning, G's from Amarillo.
I'm going to chalk mine up to the flu.
Dora says, good morning, G's. Good morning. Patricia says, good day from Winnipeg. Good day.
Good night.
Monica says, good morning. Hope you are feeling better. No, G's being
I
dramatic.
feel rough. Like I said, my hair hurts and I'm bald. Every muscle in my body hurts. I thought I was going to pull a muscle just peeing.
You thought you were going to pull a muscle peeing.
Yes.
Brooke says, today's my husband's 29th birthday today. Well, happy birthday. Wendy says, good morning from Bakersfield, California. Praying for 100% healing.
Thank you.
Sweetheart. Cindy Buck says, good thing men don't have babies. Oh, yeah.
Easy, Cindy.
Just a little
Easy
dramatic
now.
there, aren't we?
Easy.
Montaigne says, good morning, G's and G-Force family. Good morning, Jean said, thank you. You're welcome, sweetheart.
Not even a little bit of sympathy from Cindy.
Robert Powers says, howdy, G's. Safe travels to you and the pups. Thank you, sweetheart.
Women always want to take it there. Good thing you ain't got to have a baby. You don't have babies.
Diana says, love how the camera focuses on the raindrops.
I'll tell you what, if men had babies, I wouldn't have sex.
Sherry Beeman says, good morning. How are you both feeling today? Did you get some good sleep at home?
No.
Would love to have your stroganoff recipe. Did you get something to eat this morning? Love you guys. Safe travels. We did eat this
muffin or
morning.
sausage McMuffin, and the stroganoff turned out really good.
Yes.
Miss G tore it up.
I brought the leftovers
You
with
seen
us
that big old
too.
pot of stroganoff I made? Yeah, there wasn't much left.
There's just 2 small containers left. Michelle says, good morning. I just returned home from my girls' trip to Florida. Had a great time. Miss my G-Force
Well, I've
family.
seen that.
Oh, yeah, I see your encounters with TSA, sweetheart. You probably needed a drink after that one.
Did they at least offer to buy you supper?
I know,
Check
right?
you out.
Karen says, when your pubic hair hurts, you know you're in big trouble.
All my hair hurts.
Donna says, have volume up, but can hardly hear you.
Yeah, I'm not
It's
sure why
probably
it's there.
the background noise, sweetie.
I know Michelle, she doesn't smoke, but she was probably ready to have a smoke after TSA got done with her.
Laura says, safe travels. Much love from Georgia. Much love back to you. Penny Carpenter Clark says, prayers for our community. Appreciate it. 3 teens were killed in a car accident the other day. They went to get in 81 and hit a semi in the sleeper area. All went to Clear Spring. Hi. I actually did see something that you guys had posted about that. Zach had also posted about it.
That's rough on a little
Very close
family.
knit. Sweetheart. Nancy says, my husband and I are recovering from sleep. We have one more day of quarantine. Hope you are both feeling better. Well, I hope you guys are feeling better. Sue McGee says, who's trying to take you out?
Mrs. G.
Mr. G.
She's trying to kill me, I'm telling you.
Charles says, good morning, G's. Safe travels. Good morning. there's no volume that'll go up. You're hearing a lot of the background noise from the truck. And if we talk any louder, it'll be like we're screaming and yelling at you guys.
And then Mrs. Gia starts saying, "Why are you yelling at me?"
Yeah, very much.
I'm not yelling at you.
Michelle said, I needed a cigarette after all that, and I don't smoke, LOL.
Exactly.
Poor Michelle. But
Did you walk away with a smile? That's what I want to know.
It's a good memory, you know, after the
Is
fact.
it?
You know, just to tell people, this is kind of something funny. I'm sure it wasn't funny.
Oh, it's real funny. She got violated, and that's real funny, huh?
That's Sherry Beeman says, I can hear just fine. Rhonda says, prayers for Mrs. G also. Thank you, sweetheart. Robin said, good morning, G. Safe travels. Good morning. Wanda said, can't hear you guys. Maybe try exiting the stream and coming back. Robert Powers says, did you ever see the video I sent from where you was on Table Rock Lake?
No, I don't think I've seen it, Robert.
Dwayne P. answered Sue McGee when she was asking who's trying to take you out. Dwayne said he claims Mrs. G.
Yeah, that's true. I'm telling you. If I just disappear, guys, send the authorities after her.
Jen Simpson says, good morning, G's. Where are we at this morning?
Luther, Oklahoma.
Wanda said, I turned on the closed caption. Well, good deal. Kathleen says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Fontaine said, men are big babies when they are sick.
Easy now, easy. I'm dying over here. I'm dying over here, and you guys are making fun of me. That just ain't right.
My poor baby. I don't know how many times he said, do I feel hot? I think I'm running a fever, so, you know, I touched his forehead. I was like, no, babe, you don't feel hot. He's like,
Get that
a little while
thermometer.
later, he's like, get the infrared thermometer out and shoot it at my forehead. I'm like, no, you're fine. 98.6. You're good. Jennifer Dixon,
No, it
good
was
morning.
95.6. I think I'm dead.
No, the when we did it, I did it in the track. It was 98.6. Oh, I was reading. Jennifer said, "Good morning to the G's family, and how are you both feeling? Love you both."
Mrs. G's trying to kill me. Just straight up.
I'm trying to kill you, Andrew said, "Good morning, G. Safe travels." Harmony Love
You
says,
know, if I had that crud, I wouldn't give it to her.
Harmony Love says, take you out. What did I miss? I've had several near misses lately, including a head-on. Oh my goodness, sweetheart.
No, she's literally trying to kill me. She gave me that crud she's got. You know, I'd never do that to her.
Mona's Moment says, in need to get event insurance. Anyone know a good agent for the Convoy Water event? I didn't realize you have to get event insurance.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Mona.
That's above me, sweetie.
I know what. Mona, you're gonna have a bunch of motorcycles there. Get with the people. Get with the motorcycle groups that you're gonna have, and see if you can get an event insurance through the AMA. I'm sure a lot of them are members of the AMA.
Members. Didn't think about that.
And they do event insurance. So check with them and have them check into it.
Melanie says, I've had all my hair hurt before. Surprised you're making it down the road. Get better soon.
Yeah, I ain't got no choice. That's the thing with truck drivers. It don't matter. I mean, we can cut an arm off, and that load's got to get there.
Penny Carpenter Clark says, no life insurance, so my husband and I are stuck with each other. Rhonda said, prayers for Mr. G. Thank you, sweetheart. Rhonda says, I'm still recovering from flu. Hey, what are you doing? Peg says, waving from trying.
I'm not too sure it ain't strychnine. I think she's poisoning me.
I'm poisoning. Well, you cook.
Yeah, but you served me.
No, I didn't. You served.
You washed the dishes.
So how does that? What's
You
that got to
probably
do
washed it with strychnine.
Well,
There's a will, there's a way.
oh my goodness gracious! Now you're reaching. Debbie said, "Good morning, G family. Is this a new load? You guys been busy. And this is the load we picked up in Kentucky.
Load of forklifts. What we got going on? Yeah, you've got rear end in
It was a drive to Kimberlin City on the Joe Ball Road in the fall. Oh, I bet that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous up in there.
Juanita says, it is just menopause, Mr. G.
Is that what it is? Well, you can go
says,
away. Press play.
You pick on Mama, so we pick on you, Daddy G.
Right. When we're dying.
Cindy Buck says, if she was trying to kill you, there wouldn't be any evidence.
She's very good at what she's doing. I'm just a little smarter than the average bear, and I'm on her.
You're on to me. That's pretty funny. You think I'm poisoning your food when you're the one that cooks. Nana Ninja says, good morning, G's. Have a blessed day. You do the same, sweetheart.
Pretty sure I got straps under my fingernails.
V. Robinson says, I know quite a few people who haven't been feeling well lately. And it's going around. Michelle says, I did walk away with a smile. My girls were enjoying it even more, laughing at me and asking if I was leaving with them or not. They said, I know you don't want to leave, but man. Nana Ninja says, get well soon. Thank you, sweetheart. Tara said, did someone not sleep well? No, he crashed out yesterday.
I don't feel like I did, though. I'm having to stop and take another little nap earlier.
Sherry Beeman says, you're going to be okay, G. I don't think Mrs. G would. She loves you. Prayers for you to feel better soon.
Don't let her fool you.
Cindy P says, good morning, my favorite people. Love you always. Much love and stay safe.
There's a devil behind that smile, I'm telling you.
Is that what the twinkle is in my eye?
I think so.
Deb says, if you had slept in the doghouse, Mr. G, you wouldn't have caught what Mrs. G had, LMAO. I'm telling you, it's all the spits swabbing. I didn't mean for you to get sick.
Yeah, that's the way it always works, you know that? She gets sick
you can't
and
say
you
that.
give me your crud.
It's just been the past 3 years, because before, if I've been sick or you've been sick, we haven't been near each other. Because you've been on the road and I was at home.
Yeah, but
So
you always give me
Nothing
the
says
credit.
loving like passing it on.
You always give me the credit.
I always give you the credit.
I never give you the credit.
Paula says you'll have a blessed day and
I
stay
wouldn't do
safe.
that to you.
Thank you. Penny says my normal temp is 95.9. Did you feel hot on the inside, G?
I don't know. I feel hot and cold.
City Hume says, Trucker G, where are you headed? We're headed to the City of Industry in California.
6 feet under. Mrs. G's trying to kill me, I'm telling you.
You're so dramatic. Michelle says, here's another funny story for you from my trip home. Shortly after our plane took off, everyone on the plane heard a loud boom. We all looked at each other like we needed to say our goodbyes. Continue. Okay.
Cliffhanger.
She did. She left us on a cliffhanger. Tara says, love you, G's. And safe travels. Thank you, sweetheart. Frank says, hey, honk as you go by Bristol. That's where I live.
Oh, right on.
Jean says, prayers for you both to feel better. I'm getting over the seat. Oh,
She's feeling fine.
Hey, Jan. Jan says, I have a rectal thermometer you can have for G.
Are you going to take my temperature, Jan?
Pam says she
I'll
won't
bend over for you.
She won't take you out. Mrs. G can't drive truck. Our
I
generation
might even buy you supper afterwards, Jan. I'm just playing, sweetheart.
Pam says she won't take you out. Mrs. G can't drive truck. Our generation gets things done, sick or not. You got me laughing this morning. Love you guys. Love you too, sweetie.
Yeah, the load's got to get there. They need their forklifts. Sad thing is I don't have to have it there. It's just what I'm used to. It's, you're under load, get it there, and get it done, grab another one.
David said, are you doing the 10-4 thing in D.C. this year? It's October 2nd.
No, we won't be.
Do you know about this? Yes, we've known about the 10-4 on D.C. for a while.
They've been doing that for the last 5 years, and I never go because Book's birthday's on the
October
on the
4th, which is 10-4. She's our 10-4 baby.
I always spend it with my children. I try to spend their birthdays with them if I can.
Charlene said, good morning, y'all. You sound much better today. G's feeling rough, guys. He is. David said, my wife and 2 kids were in a wreck yesterday. They're okay, but so lucky. Guy ran a stop sign. Oh,
I'm glad they're
goodness.
all right.
Yes, thank goodness that they're all right.
Cars could be replaced.
Penny Carpenter Clark says, you guys crack me up, LOL.
Jan threatened me with a good time, and now she disappeared on me.
Jen says, stop in Arcadia, Oklahoma. You'll get a speeding ticket. Don't ask.
Oh, I won't ask.
Merv says, truck drivers have no sick days. Get better, G. Don't forget that smile. LOL.
Keep on rolling, brother. Keep on rolling. You know how it goes.
Scott Rollins says, wipe out from my November.
I'm looking forward to the day being over with. I'll tell you that, though.
Yeah. Michelle says, first they find explosive on my hands, and then I'm responsible for the boom. Oh wait, here's the rest of the
Michelle's a
story.
terrorist.
Michelle says, later in the flight, I reached into my carry-on bag and realized that my party-sized tortilla chip bag was open, and I didn't open it. That was the boom.
Oh,
the pressure in the plane made it pop. So you were responsible for the boom. Just not the kind of boom they were thinking. Donnie Tucker, hey Donnie, so
Donnie,
be
how you
safe.
doing?
I'm in Missouri, heading to Cartier, New Jersey. Keep it between the lines and feel better soon.
Yeah, you be
Be
safe.
careful, hon. Kimberly says, it's just dish soap. She's cleaning your insides. You'll be fine, LOL.
I ain't too sure about all that. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure I got stripes under my fingernails, and that's signs of strychnine. I watched the last 48 hours. Isn't that what it's called?
I'm pretty sure it's CSI, Snap.
Yeah, all them shows.
What
I've
is it?
seen episodes, and them stripes under the fingernails means you're trying to kill me.
Jennifer says, sounds like the Tennessee
You see
truck
stripes?
that you guys got. You'll get over
Meet
it.
up.
No stripes.
I'm pretty sure that's stripes.
No stripes, drama
Mooch,
queen.
she's lying to me, buddy. Mooch said they're stripes. Look at him.
He's like, what? You have something in your hand? Barbara said Mary wouldn't want to get rid of her favorite cook. LOL. Bobby Rogers says, good morning, G's and G family. And Bobby,
we got home last
received the
night.
package,
Mrs. G went and
sweetheart.
checked the mail, and we got the CD of your brother. We haven't listened to it yet, but we didn't get
do
it.
have it. Paula says, that's funny, sleeping in the doghouse. Scott says, easy.
And thank you, Bobby.
Yes, thank you so much, hon. Robert said, cooties. Scott's name says, honk, honk, honk.
I wish it's just cooties. I'm telling you, she's trying to kill me, guys. You don't take light of it.
Stephanie said, prayers for Checker G to feel better. I tripped and fell in the garage yesterday and feel like I was hit by a truck today. Guess that's what happens when you get old, LOL.
Yeah, I hear
Oh,
you.
sweetheart, I hope you feel better.
You know, if somebody would have warned me about getting older, I'd have never done it.
Never
I'd
done
have never
He
done
says
it.
never. Dr. Pepper Drinker says, hey guys, we're on the way home from Bryce Keeney and going to Zion's on way. Awesome. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Scott says, typo, G sucks. Wiped out from my new job, 8-hour shift. Oh, I got you,
Oh,
sweetheart.
yeah.
Dr. Pepper Drinker says, hope you got some rest at your house. He did, but he still don't feel like he did. So it's going to take some time for him to
I'm being
start
serious
feeling
when I say
better.
even my hair hurts.
Susan says, good morning. Prayers for you both to feel better soon. Love you and safe travels. Love you guys too. Jean says, poor Mr. Jean. Bobby Rogers says, Mama always says, share what you have. Mr. G was only sharing.
Yeah. She's trying to kill me, I'm telling you.
Cindy Hume said, safe travels. Thank you, sweetheart. Chris Johnson says, hello, Mr. and Mr. G. Well, hello. Jean Malone says, would Mr. G let you try to drive?
No. and it's not that I don't think she can do it. I'm more than positive she's capable, and what you call it, I can sit over there in the passengers. No, I can sit over there in the passenger side. Yeah, I've taught hundreds of people to get their CDL through the years. And like I said, I don't have a doubt in the world, but it's still a safety. It's a safety factor for the
For
general
everyone
public.
else on the road.
And who am I to take other people's lives in my hands?
Exactly. It would have to be in a situation that we were not around other people for me to learn. Charlene says, I about choked on my cereal. Well, we want you to choke, sweetie. Jen says, I'd love to take your temperature, G. Spread them, and we'll see how low it goes. LOL.
Jen says, like a hell of a day.
Easy, you two.
Easy, man.
It's still daylight hours. Let's keep it G-rated.
You don't see the smile on my face, Jen.
Paula says, oh, before I forget, my
Heck,
nephew...
I'd even buy you flyers.
Paula says, oh, before I forget, my nephew got married, and now they are team driving. Well, congratulations to them.
Yeah.
That's exciting. JJ Jupiter says, good afternoon, Trucker G and Mrs. G. Hope you two get better soon. Thank you, hon. Arizona Chick says, my daughter is a 10-4-90 baby, and G and my hubby are both 925 boys. Okay,
Right.
this is getting weird.
Yeah.
Michelle says, then I got home and opened my suitcase. There was a flyer in there telling me they searched my bag. I'm pretty sure they have me on a list of some kind now.
She's gonna frame it.
Poor Michelle. She just wanted to go have a relaxing time and go back home.
What happens at TSA stays at TSA, and she's gonna frame it. That's what the frame's gonna say.
Lynn says, hey G, did you say Mandy had gallbladder issues? They removed her gallbladder, and when they did,
She has pancreatitis.
it was riddled with gallstones. She said, I think mine is having issues. I have terrible pain this time of day, and I've ruled out so many things. Still waiting to hear from the GI doctor. But I don't know what to do for relief. Can everyone say, keep you in our prayers, Lynn? And until your GI gets back to you.
Can do something about your diet for now. I know with Moog, they had her drinking a lot of broth. That's what she lived off of for a long time, was broth.
And that
Yeah,
got
I wouldn't wish it
old
on
real
nobody.
quick. She lost a lot of weight from it. Scott McClure says,
Broth and Jello.
hello, G's. Hey, Scott. Yeah, she will not. She
She won't
refuses
touch
to have
Jell-O or
broth or Jello. And mind you, she got diagnosed with pancreatitis when she was 13 and had her gallbladder out when she was 19. Debbie says, I agree on the getting older thing. I love the wisdom I've gained, but I'm wondering if the rest that comes with it is worth it.
I think I'd rather be dumb.
Dharma says, you both sound better. Are you?
No.
I'm feeling better. G is gone.
No, not at all.
Cindy Hume says, I love seeing your videos. Well, thank you, sweetheart. Kathy said, good morning, G's. Have a blessed and wonderful day. Enjoy riding with y'all.
Right about
Enjoy
now,
having
if
you
I don't
with
laugh,
us.
I'll cry.
Worm says, being a year sucks, but we go with the flow. BTG says, I'm in the truck in front of you, by the way.
Oh, are you?
Oh,
Which one? Got a couple up there. The low boy?
which one you in, BTD? Dr. Pepper Drinker, ooh, that roll. Said, when do you think you will hit near my area on 40? You're in Utah, aren't you, honey? Scott said, keep your pants on.
What we'll do is I'm going to try to make it to San John, New Mexico tonight, which I can, but if I start feeling too bad, we might stop in Amarillo. I'm not sure. I really wanted to hit San John. I've got enough time to do it. And then when I wake up tomorrow morning, we'll head from San John to probably Needles tomorrow morning.
Lisa says, looking at a car tomorrow. Friday, set my offer. Will do, sweetheart. Heather Marie says, good morning, G's. Good morning, sweetheart.
tortillas, and she was mad. She was a little upset.
I opened the container. I looked at G. He's like, "What?" I was like, "They put them on flour tortillas." He said, "I kind of worried about that when I seen his hat." It said Texas.
Yeah, it said Texas on it. Yeah, it's Texas.
Oh, you could have said something.
You had already ordered.
Oh. Nina said, "Mrs. G, how is your dad, dude? He's doing good. Rotten as ever." Brenda said, "I have pancreatitis. Just have to control what you eat." Yeah. Mook has to take enzymes with her food to help with it as well. But, you know, since she was diagnosed when she was 13, it's been a struggle for her, especially at that age. You know, other kids are able to eat what they want, or we would go out and eat. So we all adjusted what we were eating so that way she didn't feel like she was left out.
Well, in her defense, she got special treatment in school. She got to take snacks to all of her classes when the other kids weren't allowed to eat in class.
Yeah.
She was allowed to have her snacks.
Yeah, and I was allowed to bring in, you know, I brought her lunch and everything like that and sat with her because before she was diagnosed with pancreatitis, the school was really worried because she wasn't eating. And they were so worried that she had an eating disorder. And I'm telling them, no, she does not have an eating disorder. The doctors can't figure out what's going on with her. You know, she's having a lot of pain in her abdomen. And then when she finally, you know, the doctors finally got to the bottom of it and diagnosed her with pancreatitis, it made sense to them. But there for a long while, they kept thinking she had this eating disorder. And she did. She lost a lot of weight because she was afraid to eat. Jared says, "Hello, G's. Hope you're well today. Love from Brianna's. Much love to
She's
you
up to
guys."
about 120 pounds, and she's all excited.
She is the only woman that I've ever known that every time the scale goes up, she gets super excited. Melanie says, "Needles, you'll be in my neck of the woods."
All right on.
Lynn says, "I'm on the Creon for pancreatitis, but they aren't sure if that's what it is. Endoscope isn't until January 27th. Oh, goodness.
Oh, that's a long time away.
That is. The doctors need to get with it. Penny Carpenter Clark said, "Poor girl." Yeah, Mook out of time. Debbie says, "Love it when you do the thank you honk." Off the Hook says, "Time and age are gunning for all of us."
Yeah,
Yep.
you ain't lying.
Scott says, "I'm in Rio Rancho, New Mexico."
All right on.
Karen says, "See what happens when mom isn't there to supervise, LOL." Sherry says, "How do you know where your next load will be?"
No, we don't. I know where it's gonna be. It's gonna be somewhere going back towards home. Because we got the closing of the house. My sister's coming out, so we're gonna take a week off.
Connie Berg says, "Mr. G, is there a safety course if something happens? Mrs. G could take over. I got my motorcycle endorsement when my boyfriend became sick, and we were in the middle of nowhere."
Yes, I mean, she's probably got one of the best people out there to teach her. I just haven't done it.
He will.
I'm very good at my job.
Tammy says, "Good morning. Hope you feel better. Love seeing your new place. Love it set up way better than the last one. Love the videos." Well, thank you.
Yeah, Missy, she
sweetheart.
loves it.
I do. You know, it's more usable, livable space. And not to mention all the space underneath the fifth wheel that is basement compartment space. I mean, we've got two big spots plus another couple smaller spots that we can put stuff. Trench says, "San John, no trucking way. Guess where I am right now?"
Are you? That's where we're heading, brother.
We're heading to San John.
We're about 350 miles away.
Stephanie, sweetheart, thank you for the stars. Star salute.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Then says, "It doesn't help. I'm lactose intolerant and gluten intolerant. Ruling good out is so hard." I know.
I think
I feel for
I'll
you,
become
sweetheart.
lactose intolerant as I get a little older.
says, Louisville, Kentucky, heading to Kansas City, Missouri, later today.
Oh, right
You
on.
be careful
you
on the
safe.
big road, honey.
There's a few storms coming up that way, so
Yeah, be careful. Check your weather radar.
I don't feel like we're going to mount much, but
No, good to go. Ken said 65 today. Heard my bones cracking this morning, so it's all good. Happy birthday, honey.
this morning we had to take a detour around Joplin. There was a bad accident. We had to go up and around and zig and zag and dodge and duck. Couldn't get nobody on the radio.
No, he hollered several times. Finally got someone, but they weren't. What you call it? They would have helped if they could, but they weren't. They didn't have the information we needed.
They were coming from a different direction.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. Rhonda says my stepfather used to drive dump truck, and he got paid $7.25 an hour.
Yeah.
Christine says, "Hey, did you sell your house yet?" Yes, ma'am. It is under contract, and it
Closes on the 15th.
September 15th. Timothy Church says she's not allowed to cook anymore with her damn vegan food. Oh.
Yeah.
When Ash come vegan. Dee Dee said, y'all coming to Amarillo?
We'll be going through it.
Lynn says, Walmart dairy digestion pills are my lifeline since 95% of everything has some form of dairy. Gluten-free is so expensive and most food is nasty. And that's the thing. I've noticed a lot of the specialty items and stuff like that for people that do have like allergies or,
But take it off the specialty items. Just to eat healthy and costs way too much.
Way too much.
It's cheaper to go to McDonald's than it is to eat healthy.
And that's sad.
And it is sad.
Trench says, unfortunately, I gotta roll out now, but we will probably pass each other tomorrow when I go home.
You rolling east or west, Trench? Rolling east, we'll probably pass each other sooner than you think.
Dr. Pepper Drinker said, if you send Mary to Frank, then he will take her to Bogus House and say it is someone famous house. Trench says, I'm not afraid of cooties, but I gotta work. LOL.
Yeah, I hear you.
Mary Smith says, I live 48 miles from Amarillo. That is where I started following you when you came through with the convoy.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Barbara asks, where are you today?
Oklahoma City.
Barbara says, Mr. G, you better see Dr. Thunder. LOL.
Yeah, me and him's been pretty steady.
Heather said, Joplin always has wrecks. Barbara, thank you for the stars, hon. Star salute.
Thank you, Barbara.
Laura says, Taco Bell ruined Mexican food. A lot of Mexican restaurants won't use corn tortillas unless you ask for them.
Yeah, Taco Bell ain't Mexican. That's for
No.
sure.
Lucinda said, first thing Little G said to me last night was about your driving your truck, Mr. G, and riding your motorcycle, Mr. G. He is still super excited about it. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys got to meet.
Yeah.
Ash said it was vegan meatballs. He loved it until
Why
the
would
next
you make
day
vegan meatballs?
when
If
he
you wanted
found out
meatballs,
they were made healthy.
why didn't you just make meatballs?
She wanted to mess with Tim. Wendy said, hello, Mr. and Mrs. G from Alabama. Hope you guys are having a great day. We are, sweetheart.
Vegan meatballs. If it ain't meat, it ain't meatballs.
Jan says, after having so many problems with Facebook now, I have a special ping that lets me know you are live.
Oh, awesome.
Cynthia says, if this is more of a head cold, my kids got it a few weeks back as it was moving through the office. The remedy they recommended was Zyrtec and daytime cold and flu every 4 hours, and it helps.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a full body thing. I heard everywhere.
Darlene Chandler says, praying for you, Mr. G. Thank you, sweetheart. Debbie says, my dad retired from the city of Burbank. He drove the truck for the lineman.
Oh, right
Spent
on.
most of his time in the hills. He loved his job.
Yeah.
Kit Kat says, going dairy-free was one of the hardest things to do, I would say.
Yeah, I'd have a hard time getting rid of my cheese.
Billy Bob said, good morning, Mr. G and Mrs. G. Hope you're
It ain't real. It ain't bacon.
Rose says, good morning, G's. Hope you all have a wonderful day and stay safe out there. Love you all and love watching y'all. So keep it between the lines. Little dude, sweetheart. Austin says, circle, circle, dot, dot. Now G has his cootie shot. Timothy Church says, that's what I'm saying, G. Ash said, they're so good.
Apparently not.
And then she said,
It'd be a whole lot better if you used real meat.
Excuse me.
Some things are just isn't a substitute.
Sherry Miller says, are there restricted hours for truck drivers driving on Sunday?
No, not on Sunday.
Candace says, good morning, G's. Good morning, Candace. How's your ankle doing, sweetheart? Crystal said, hi, G's. Have a blessed day. You do the same, sweetheart. Todd said, Alka-Seltzer cold and flu dissolving tablets work good. I don't think we've ever tried those.
Just take those.
We take the daytime,
Gel cap thingies.
the gel pills. AZ Chick says, that is so true. Who can afford healthy food, especially now with everything? It's dang expensive. Arizona inflation is astronomical since they raised minimum wage to $12.80.
Crazy.
Austin says, if it's fake bacon, it's faking.
It's bacon.
Ladonna says, hey, y'all, hope you're staying safe. We are going across New Mexico to Tennessee.
Right on, right on.
Y'all hope
Across
you
the
guys
pass.
are safe, sweetheart. Candace says, not doing so good. I didn't sleep very well last night. Well, maybe you can get you a nap in today, honey. Frank's talking to Dr. Pepper trainer. That all started with my elderly aunt who insisted on seeing all these homes. I made her a very happy woman. LOL. That's what matters. Kelly Sanford says, Advil cold and sinus is very effective for me.
Need to give me some of that what you call it? Saline flush.
Yeah.
I should have Miss G run up to Walgreens while we were home, and I didn't think about it.
Yeah. Ash says, I don't do red meat or pork. I'm not picky aside of that.
You eat whatever I put on your plate, girl.
Remember the chicken? Remember the chicken? The whole chicken. Ashley's the counter with cooking a whole chicken.
Yes.
Debbie
And it
says,
wasn't the chicken, it was a turkey.
was it a turkey?
Yeah, she thought the dang neck was a penis.
Debbie says, I wouldn't mind trying vegan meatballs. It would probably be better than Gates fake meat. It probably
Yeah, I
would
told
be.
on you, Ashley.
Penny Carpenter Clark says, we've been trying to eat more fresh food, and our grocery bill has at least doubled. See?
Yeah,
That's
it's
sad.
nuts. I think they want us to eat that nasty stuff. You know, the stuff that's horrible for us. I think they want to kill us off.
I think you're right. Sherry says, good morning, G's and G-Force. Please send prayers for my husband. He's having eye surgery on Tuesday morning. Have a great day, travel. We'll keep him in our prayers,
Yes.
sweetheart. Frank G. Trek says, after I quit dairy products, my migraines and stuffy head went away. We are not baby cows.
I like it straight from the tap.
Barbara Pruitt says, I hope they don't bring any more crud over the border. Biden's border crisis. Don't need any more sickness in the U.S.
Maybe that's what it is. Mrs. G's Mexican and she give me the crud.
What did I give you? What kind of Mexican crud did I give you?
I have no idea. You're Mexican
When I was
crud.
born and bred here.
I ain't figured it out yet. Give me a minute.
Ash said, Fred with the missing head.
Yes.
Ash said, heck, it was a huge neck. I didn't know. Austin said, gee, you need to visit with Dr. Thunder. It will rock your world. Carol Hall says, Mr. G, this really works. Use VCD zinc then I want beef. Sometimes I mix it together. Well, there you go. That's a good
Yeah,
way.
it helps. You can mix it together.
Ray says the truck stop in San John is that one with the car museum and the great little diner with
No,
great
that's
food. I love that
Russell's.
place.
That's Russell's there.
That's
if you
in New
go, if you go down
Mexico.
further to the next exit past the scale house, there's the Bolero. And that's where I usually stop. I don't usually stop at Russell's. It's a pretty cool truck stop, but I don't usually stop there because their signal, their Wi-Fi signal, is horrible.
Judy said
Or
hi.
the cell signal.
Yeah. Judy says, hi, G's from Maine. Tried to get caught up on who's trying to take you out. LOL. My hair hurts. Feel better.
Mrs. G.
Scott says, I didn't realize this was after dark.
Hey, sit down.
Carol said, I had a husband who was letting air out of my car tires 6 months before we divorced. I always did a quick check on my tires before driving. Oh, no.
So
That's
basically
no
what you're
joke.
telling me is now I need to start checking my air pressure a little more. I don't think she'll match the air pressure. She rides in the truck too.
Cheryl said, hi, G's and G-Force. Hope everyone is well. Thank you. Debbie says, if Mexican food gives the crud, I say bring it. My favorite food ever. Thank you, Mexico, for introducing it to America.
I was just joking, guys.
Maggie Ray says, be safe, be well. Thank you, sweetheart. Trent says, oh, I'm at Russell's. About to roll out. Be
Oh, okay,
safe.
he's at Russell's.
You be safe too, Trench. Barbara Pruitt says, I think you are safe. Mr. G, Mrs. G needs a driver. LOL. Frank told Trench,
Come
at
on,
this
guy.
rate, he won't be there till Thursday. You'll probably turn by then. Wanda says, after 24 years OTR, we retired in May, and my husband is miserably depressed. It's working on me.
No, it's working. Is that what she said? It's working.
It's working on me. Depression.
Oh, yeah, it's
They
hard
retired.
it's hard to come off the road. I'm telling you. I mean, most of us truck drivers talk about, yeah, I'm gonna retire. As soon as you do come off the road, I mean, if you love the lifestyle, it just gets in your blood. I don't think there's no
It's definitely.
definite way of coming out of it.
But on the bright side, you guys can always roll with us, the both of you.
Some things there just isn't a
I know.
replacement for.
I know. Bobby Rogers says, Mr. G, you wouldn't have life or your wife any other way. We all know you. Y'all love each other.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
Rhonda said, how are the little
I'm
ones?
pretty sure she's scheming.
Laura says, she'll pull your pin and make you look like a rookie. LOL. No. I remember one of the first ride-alongs with G, I heard a driver come over the CB and said that he had pulled another driver's
He
pin.
said he was gonna.
Or he was gonna pull the other driver's pin.
Oh, I lit him up, didn't I?
Oh, yes. I thought, oh my gosh, that's awful. Why? I don't care how mad or aggravated you get at somebody, do not touch their equipment. That's life and death, not only for that driver, but for everyone around them. Debbie said, are the stripes on your fingernails going away yet, G?
No, I think they're becoming more predominant.
Penny Carpenter Clark says, my mom and dad went downhill when he retired. He loved trucking and she wasn't used to him being home. He just,
Maybe get a bike.
yeah.
Get some wind therapy. I think I can handle doing that.
Renee said, just got on here. What?
I think if I had to retire today, I would probably start taking the motorhome or the RV,
The fifth wheel, yeah.
wheel, whatever you want to call it, and start running around in that.
There maybe that's something. some rest. He doesn't feel like it. He needs to
Mr. G
rest.
gave me her crud. She's trying to kill me.
Dr. Pepper Drinker said, make sure you stop and stock up on Thunder. We're good. Susan says, you are amazing. Love you both. Love you too, sweetheart. Debbie said, I just saw that, Mr. G. Too many people don't know how to merge onto a freeway.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they had it. All they had to do is just hit the fuel, hit the gas. I was backing off it a little bit. They got scared and they backed off of it. And I had no place to go. I had a truck beside me.
I can see says, hello, flat earthers. Well, hello. Dennis says, hello from sunny, I think it's Kingsport, Tennessee. Cheryl says, love our truckers and farmers. They feed the world. Be safe to all. Thank you, sweetheart. Ray says, I retired off the road in 2012. And after 30 plus years, I miss it. I love riding with you and Sasnak.
Oh, awesome.
Hugs.
Glad to have you.
We enjoy having you roll with us. Candace says, best stuff to get rid of a cold is Buckley's.
Buckley's, huh?
Buckley's.
Best thing to do is, Mrs. G, don't give it to me. Keep your cut to yourself.
Keep my crutch to myself.
Yes.
Penny says, my dad liked the Honda Goldwing and another bike, but my mom wasn't having it. Mom passed in 2008 and my dad in 2011. So sorry, sweetie. Nancy says, I'm retiring in September. We are planning to travel around our country. We just traded our camper in for a newer model. Can't wait.
Oh, awesome.
Sounds very exciting.
Get him around Missouri, come see us.
Brenda says, be right back. Laundry calls. Renee says, that was given. You got it. Sorry, but that's how the virus rolls. LOL.
Easy, keep it.
Darling Chandler says,
I
Mr.
wouldn't do
G,
that to her.
don't say things like that about Mrs. G. She loves you.
I don't know. I think it's a facade, guys. Don't
Okay,
don't
after 30 plus years?
Yes.
Okay.
She's just trying to collect that insurance money.
It's non-existent.
She's very, very devious.
Mona says,
Very calculated in her plans. She figures, well, I can't do it quick because they might be on to me. So she's waited 30 years and she's done it slowly.
slowly.
That way nobody would ever think. Yeah, you ain't full of me, woman.
Penny said, G, you know you're not going to stay away from Mrs. G's movies.
No, I didn't say that.
Nancy said, we would love to visit with you. We met you at Fort Wade rally with the convoy.
Well, right on.
Mona says, got a quote on the event insurance, over $2,500. Wow, how am I going to pay that? That's a lot.
Charge for people that show up,
An entry
a
fee.
small fee. That's about the only way that you're gonna be able to cover it, sweetheart.
Linda says, can you see the arrow in the FedEx logo in front of you? No, it's too far.
I've seen that before.
Kathy says, I absolutely love road trips. I pretend I'm with you when I watch your wonderful videos. Thank you for sharing your journeys. Well, thank you for rolling with us. Rhonda says, easy now, Mr. G.
Hey.
Marty says, Trucker G and Mrs. G, you guys are the best. I can talk to y'all on the CD. That'd be awesome. JJ said, how is TT and Mooch doing? They're doing good. They're sleeping. As soon as we got off the live yesterday, they were zonked out. But they sound like they were tearing the house up.
Driving slow, trying to get better fuel mileage, and we're bucking this wind. It's killing the fuel mileage.
Shirley Pierce says, I sure hope you all feel better. I had the crud, I thought. Turns out I had C, and it was no fun at all. Love y'all. Love you too, sweetheart. And thank you for the stars. Star salute.
Thank you.
John Rambo says, I'm good. Mona said, must pay it before I can get the permit. I must have permit a month before the date. Bug tussling. Anyone wants help? Mona? JJ Juber says, they were full of it. Yeah, they were. The two of the pups. They were full of it. Frank G. Truck says, my team is rebuilding my studio today. You guys be safe. Right on, Frank. Cynthia said, my dad loved trucking. He did finally retire when him and mom finished building their retirement home in northern Wisconsin. That kept them busy for some time until mom passed. Suddenly, dad kept busy. Sweetie. Cheryl said, how did your stroganoff turn out last night? With the chip or with the dip in it?
It actually turned out really good.
Really, really good. Victoria says, Mr. G, you was hit in the head and now you're sick. Mr. G, what you doing to Mrs. G? LOL.
She's killing me, I'm telling you. So now it's my fault.
Roman said, I know I'm going to butcher this. Los Espreo con mole y enchiladas.
Mole enchiladas. Sounds good to me. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I like mole.
I've only had mole once. are doing a fine job keeping Mr. G well. Thank
Jennifer
you.
Duck's busy, ain't she?
Yes, she already seen things that she wanted to modify in their little camper, and she went right to it. She's been sending me the progression through videos and pictures. It's pretty awesome. Genesis, I was always active outdoors as well as Rotary Club, Kiwanis Club, 20 years on BFD, and organizing West Virginia Homeland Security in Mingo, West Virginia after 9/11. It's tough not being able to do things you love.
Yeah, I understand.
Dennis says, I miss my gold wing and the wind therapy. JJ Juber said my mom's birthday was 10/6. Oh, another October baby. Cheryl says, Mr. G, I found the Mexican crema. Thanks for the heads up.
Good deal.
Awesome.
Is it where I said it was?
has turned me off.
I appreciate it, bud.
Gotcha. Thank you. Bobby Rogers says, my youngest son lives in Oklahoma. I only get to see him about every 5 years. He has 4 boys and miss all of them.
Yeah, I would say so.
Timothy Church said, just not vegan ones. Paul Smith, hey Paul.
Well, how you doing, brother?
Says, good afternoon, G's. Hope you all have safe travels. Weather is beautiful trekking through Arkansas and Missouri. Keep the shiny side up. We gone uncommon.
Yeah, you be safe, brother.
Penny Carpenter Clark says, going to eat lunch. Safe travels. All right, Cedar, you have a
You
good day.
enjoy.
Shirley says, hi, everybody. Well, hello, Shirley.
I am freezing.
I'm cold, too.
Why do you got it so cold in here?
You're the control of the thermostat. Renee says, my husband and I are retired and we bought a farm. Have a few chickens, goats, horses, and donkeys. The farmhouse is under remodel at the moment. Sounds like you guys are going to have plenty to do when you retire. Debbie says, getting ready to take my grandson swimming. Love you all. Safe travels, G's. And Tim, we don't need to know the outcome of your showing your church to Ashley.
Yeah.
Have a good day, Debbie. Betsy says, love seeing that pretty blue hood. Dennis says, a good friend gave me some deer burger the other night. Deer chili is in the near future. Deer chili's good.
Yeah, Mandy will be going before too long. Should be stocking in.
Oh, yeah. But she's super excited. She got a new bow and everything for bow season. And then she's got her gun for rifle season. So she's pretty excited. Kathleen says, afternoon, G's and G-Force family. Please take care of yourself. Assembling my shadow box with my flag and a convoy t-shirt today. We'll send you a picture today.
Oh, awesome. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Kathleen. Darlene Chandler says, love the beautiful G, right? Thank you. Alaska Big J says, good morning, G's. Where are you at right now?
Calumet, Oklahoma.
Todd says, probably been asked already, but where are you headed? We're heading to the city
City of Industry, California.
That's it.
I'm not used to getting past. I'm not used to being passed like this. Trying to get better fuel mileage. This is horrible.
Is it irking you a little?
Yes, it is.
Black Diamond said, hello, Trucker G and Mary. I read the title. You guys okay? Yes.
No, Miss G's trying to
She's
kill
being
me.
dramatic. He's sick. I got sick first. He caught it, and now he thinks I'm trying to kill him.
I don't think
So-
I know.
So he says I'm out to get him. Todd said, wow, long drive. Yeah. Look, Jill put this to an end. Jill Dwyer Nettlesaw says, hey, G's, how are you two? We closed on the New York house last week. Yippee, no more New York.
Awesome.
Congratulations on that.
She's glad to be out of there.
Yep.
Good to see you, Jill.
Patricia,
Jill's been on the page since day one.
yes, she has. Patricia Lee says, what are you hauling
I'm pretty
today,
sure
G?
Jill was the very first
Very
follower.
first follower, yeah, on the
page.
Trucker G Facebook page. Patricia Lee says, what are you hauling today, G's, and safe travels? You're hauling forklifts.
Forklifts.
Brett Miller says, what MPG are you getting? Lake Havasu, Arizona.
5.6, and that's horrible for my truck. I usually get somewhere about 6.7, 6.8, and that's going fast. I've just been bucking this wind. These little
who hunted on his property, and one year he got me 3 deer for my freezers. I only had to pay the butcher, who gave him a good deal. He got several deer that year.
Heck
Well,
yeah.
that was nice.
When we go hunt, we usually try to do, they got what they call share the harvest. And I'll usually donate one.
Brett said 5.6. Wow.
Yeah, it's bad.
Brett says, do you run those skirts under trailer?
Yes.
Brett says, like in Cali. Jared says, what was your guys' favorite summer memory? Mine was the peak of the convoy when you guys got to pick up little G. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was really good.
Brett says, do they work? The skirts.
Yeah, they actually do. You can bet on probably about a half a mile per gallon. And that adds up quite a bit. Especially with fuel prices the way they are.
Jen says, Mrs. G probably laced your food with something when you weren't looking, much like
See?
the black eyed peas in the song Earl by the Dixie Chicks. LOL.
See?
Bobby Rogers says, I know y'all think I'm crazy when I tell you that one of my kids lives in all those states, but I do have 7 kids.
I didn't think nothing of it.
7 kids and 24 grandkids, and also have 6 great grandkids.
Oh, wow.
And they're all they are scattered all over.
Didn't you have the birds and the bees talk with their kids? Boy, 24 grandkids.
Busy.
Yeah.
Brenda Johnson says, next month I can finally retire. Gotta get paperwork done. Praise God, no more working 6 days a week. Well, that's awesome. What are you gonna do when
You know, I had that
when you
talk with
retire, sweetie?
I had that talk with my kids. I just told them, you know, kissing makes babies and babies are bad.
And that's exactly what he told them too.
Yeah, it didn't work good.
No. Cheryl says, Mr. G, I'm making refrigerator pickles with onions. Never made them like this before. Any advice?
Thinking what?
Refrigerator pickles with onions. She said never made them like this before.
I would say just the key to it is the time it soaks.
Jen said, I still say if she was going to kill you, she probably would have done it before now. I think you're safe, G.
No, it's all in her master plan. She stretched it out over 30 years, so it looked like an accident, and nobody would even assume it was her. And see, it's working. You guys don't think it's her, but I'm here telling you, she's trying to kill me.
Okay. Marie says, prayers for safe travels from West Virginia. Thank you, hon. Ray says, does the new company give you a decent fuel surcharge? Pulling flats with equipment will kill your fuel mileage.
Yeah, what's called we get a good fuel surcharge. Get 100% of the fuel surcharge.
Anna's laughing. Barbara Ann says, maybe you'll have a Sasnak sighting.
Never know.
Never know. Bobby Rogers says, Mr. G, someone told me I was very blessed, and I told them I think I'm being punished
Look at this guy. Look
for
at him.
something.
He's gonna try to zip it in there.
He just did.
Ain't nobody in that big of a hurry.
Apparently he felt like he was.
Us drivers
That
just
could have
want-
ended so
us drivers just
badly.
want to make it home to our families. We want you to make it home to your
Exactly.
family.
Kevin says, you're killing me, Smalls. Mary said, good morning. Says Mary, I'll help you hide the body. Us girls have to stick together.
See?
See?
Oh, you do.
See? Dennis says, my exes stole 29 years of my life, lol. But I got a wonderful daughter out of the deal. That's awesome.
Sounds like it was worth it.
It was. JJ Juber said, Mrs. G, do me a favor. The aide on the school bus, her sister needs prayer. She has pneumonia and she has to have surgery, but can't until she gets better. We'll keep her in our prayers, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Cheryl says, salt, dill, garlic cloves, question mark. What's put in them when she's doing the pickle?
I've never made them like that. But all the above sounds good. Except for the cloves. Or no, she said garlic cloves. Yeah, all the above.
Yeah, garlic cloves is what she said.
I just don't do regular cloves.
We have Mr. David Henderson in the house. What?
What's going
He
on,
said,
Dave?
what's up, y'all? Not much, buddy.
Little Dave or Big Dave?
I think it's little Dave. I can't tell by the picture. You know how G is. He thinks I'm trying to kill him, David.
I know you are.
Tell your mama she'll have a great big laugh.
Call the cops, Dave.
He's sick and he's being very dramatic.
If I come up missing, you call the authorities, brother. I know you will. No matter if it's Big Dave or Little Dave, they got my back.
Anna said herbs. That's all I got to say. Stephanie says, good morning. Safe travels. Hope you enjoy your evening home. We did. We got some rest.
Not enough.
Mary says, just got a message. Mike Tyson is in a wheelchair, dying from the X.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hadn't heard about that. Mary Smith says, I want to know what Van thought about you and Frank selling his bull snot. LOL.
He didn't say nothing.
He laughed. David said, I'm just chilling, relaxing, TV. Ray says, my friend knows how to run a backhoe and lots of land. That's how she keeps her hubby in line. LOL.
I can run a backhoe.
Dennis says, Mr. G, I know plenty of mine shafts in West Virginia and Kentucky to make bodies disappear.
See?
Excessive Christ says, Mr. G, have you visited your father in the hospital? My dad's at home.
Yeah, he's back on.
He's at home. And my brothers are taking really good care of him. And like I said, he's back to his ornery, stubborn self. Sue said, just got on, been to church. How are the G's today? We're doing good.
Mrs. G's trying to kill me.
Danielle says, you will be passing, is it Chanute? C-A-N-U-T-E today, and that's where I live. My husband is on the way to Alabama. I just seen my husband going east, LOL.
Oh, did you? Awesome.
That's cool. Vivian said, good afternoon, G's and G-Force. Good afternoon, Vivian. Darlene Chandler says, Mr. G, if Mrs. G wanted to do it, she would have done it already.
No, I'm telling you, it's all part of her big plan.
Victoria says, Dr. Pepper dispenser. Jeff says, where are y'all driving through? It looks beautiful.
Hinton, Oklahoma. I need another drink.
No problem. Give me your minute, guys. I gotta get juice.
Full District 9.
And then there's Dr. Thunder.
My fingertips hurt. Yes.
For you, I'm sorry. Sorry. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Even my eyelashes hurt. That's pretty bad when your eyelashes hurt.
It's just hurt. Rick said, with the road noise and this evil recliner, about nap time. LOL. Michael said, don't dig your own hole with the backhoe.
Oh, I'm not going to make it no easier on her. That's for darn sure.
I'd say, gee, where'd you go? I'll dig up your body after she buries you, and then you can come back and harass her. Us guys got to stick together.
Oh, don't think I won't haunt her.
Robert Escobar show says, should the people who lost their jobs because they didn't take the jab get their jobs back?
Definitely.
But the thing is, would they want their jobs back to work for those type of people? That
It should be up to them.
yeah.
Hasnack's good with stories.
Yeah. Sharon Lee says, good afternoon. Hope you get to feeling better, Mr. G. Renee said, fine. You need a sugar titty then. Elizabeth said, sorry. Okay, thank you. You're fine, hon. Roy says, never worry. God is always in control. Amen. Mike said, yeah, get some wind therapy. Or get some wind underneath the G-Ride. Jen says, I better get out of the truck before I get sick. Jen said, y'all be safe. Gotta get ready to go to Joplin and take Mom out for her birthday. Love you guys. Love you too. You be careful, honey.
Tell Mom happy birthday.
Yeah, tell her happy birthday. Barbara Ann says, Mr. G, my husband's man flu lasted for weeks. Well, so he says, but I know he likes to exaggerate.
That's the bad thing is when I get sick, it holds,
He
it
does.
holds on.
It hangs
don't go
on
away.
to him. I'd much rather be the one sick and him feeling just fine.
And I don't get sick very often.
No. Danielle says, you tell us trekking stories all the time. Love you both. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you.
Yeah, it's just when I get put on the spot, I go blank. Look at that old fuel stop. I look at that place every time we pass by
That's
here.
cool. I like old pumps.
I'm over 66 there.
The Robert Escobar show says, do you they don't, what you call it, have porta potties outside.
There is no facilities for
There's
this,
none.
but they want the product.
I don't remember what place it went to. You walked into the office and you had to use a phone to get a hold of somebody.
Yeah, it's been a couple places.
No one would come out.
There
Everything
wasn't even
changed.
nothing to wipe the phone down with.
No, everything changed dramatically. have a safe trip from Rogersville, Missouri.
Rogersville, Missouri. That's right around home.
Joseph said, did you get a better life insurance policy? Is that why she's trying to kill you now? My wife would drag it out. It's been 30 years for us.
Yeah, see?
Excessive Grace says, Mrs. G, so you purchased a Harley Davidson and never learned to roll your own. No, I did not.
I did. I rode it.
Yeah. That was the plan, but you know, life changes. Dennis says, move to Tennessee. My neighbor rides you around.
Make sure I started them up there and she could see them and we'd bring her outside and
says, wow, I just watched the video of the new lettering on the G-Ride. Looks great, brother. What does it say on the visor?
It says, love it or leave it. This guy ain't paying no attention.
Excessively Grace says, Mrs. G, do you know how to drive stick? I do not. Calvin says, Mr. G, I would like to have dinner with you two at Big Cabin Truck Stop.
Yeah, we've already passed Big Cabin, brother.
One of these days.
Oh, right on.
December says, hi G's, from Wisconsin. Our trees are changing color already. Summer went too fast. Be safe and God bless you both. Love you guys. Love you too, sweetheart. See, it's already started.
I love the change of the leaves in the season. I just don't love it when it changes to winter.
Yep.
Fall and spring are my favorite seasons.
Dennis says, safe travels, my friends. I gotta go for now.
Right on, Dennis. You take care, buddy.
Paul Smith says, what's there not to love about trucking?
It's a love-hate relationship, ain't it, brother?
Jennifer says, what a beautiful day. Gerald, your Indian motorcycle, we're in now. That's a sweet ride. My brother had them. G has a Harley and it's in the toy hauler.
Yeah. I got a street glide. I was talking about Grandma, who's learned on a 1937 Harley, or Indian. Matter of fact, I got pictures of her mom on her uncle's, I think it was a 1919 Henderson, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been older.
Lynn Kramer says, with the cold, you can layer clothes. With the heat, well, once you're naked, you can't take anything.
You can only take so much off
LOL.
before you go to jail.
Danielle says, living in Southern California, we don't get much weather change. No, you guys don't.
Yeah, I love having the mid-seasons.
It's beautiful, especially during peak week. And all the trees they're beautiful colors. VA Dog Hunter says, I have a pic of my wife's grandmother riding my shovel head. She was in her early 80s.
Oh, awesome.
That's cool. Dennis says, I need a trip to Gatlinburg to soothe my soul.
There you go.
Teresa said, started watching you about 3 weeks ago, and I normally will not comment on lives, but I feel I might have found someone who has beliefs and values like mine.
I appreciate you, sweetheart. Good to have you.
Welcome to the G-Force, Teresa.
You never know what's going to come out of my mouth, Teresa, so don't take offense to it.
Yeah.
That's just a disclaimer. I have all the best intentions.
Renee says, excessively great. Are you a creeper? You ask a lot of questions.
Well, it's all good.
I'm just curious, hon.
It's one thing we don't hide anything, so I mean the questions don't bother us a bit.
Love you too, Lynn. Danny says, good evening. Good evening, hon. Let freedom ring.
Yeah, we'll definitely be praying for you,
Yes,
brother.
we
I'm
will,
glad it's taken a little better this time.
Yes.
And I'm glad you're where you can be to have it monitored. You know, a lot of people end up getting that infection and don't see it till it's too late. So you're pretty blessed, brother. I mean, look at the bright side of things, you know what I mean?
Excuse me. Jerry Hood says, my grandpa had his worst wreck on his bike at 81. He is 89 and still going strong.
I didn't laugh because he had his wreck. I laughed because I bet you didn't stop him.
No, he's still going. Torna says, be back. Have 7 little grandkids here. Making too much noise. Need to go find my mind. LOL. Jerry Hood said, nope. Renee said, I know that you goofball, Ray. LOL. Oh, what an M1 is. Red Bull says, damn, that road's straight for ages.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little bit to it.
Not much.
Not much, but there's a little one. Robin said, how many miles till you get to California?
1,226.
We still got a stretch to go. Excessively Gray says, Mr. G, I thought it was cute when Mr. G gave you kudos for remembering the name for the type of Harley you have.
She knows what she's got. A lot of times she slips
I said,
up on
yeah.
it. She's got it down, don't you?
Yeah. Danielle says, where are we right now?
Clinton, Oklahoma.
There we go. I tried to look, but I can't see it from here. Robin says, wow, are you going all the way today?
No.
No.
We're going to get to probably San John, New Mexico. About another 250 miles. We don't have the hours to make it all in one trip.
Pam says, I used to be able to drive truck, but couldn't ever get it back up right. I drive a 1986 Ford Bronco stick shift. She's not pretty, gets me where I need to go. Enjoy the ride. Thank you.
It's a good
You're
drive.
welcome. Sean says, hola, Mr. and Mrs. G, America. I am slightly concerned over the title of your stream. Are you two doing all right?
Mrs. G's trying to kill me.
Jesus
She gave me
being
her crud. She
dramatic.
gave me her crud, and I think she's trying to collect on life
Oh,
insurance.
goodness.
So if you don't see me for a while, please call the authorities.
All right, drama queen.
I'm telling you.
I just stretched my chest popped.
My hair hurts, my fingernails hurt, my eyelashes hurt. Everything hurts.
hurts. Robin said, that's good. Love you both.
What am I doing? Driving.
Driving.
What do I want to be doing?
Sleeping.
Laying down.
Sean says, we got your back. It's all on camera now.
Trying to get documentation.
Is that why you wanted me to go live?
Uh-huh. I watched them shows.
What, like Snapped?
Like 48 Hours and X-Files and all that CSI stuff.
X-Files.
Well,
That's like
whatever them shows are.
aliens, stuff like
yeah,
that.
heck, you might be one of them too. I don't know.
No, Frank already said you're an alien. He's seen you take the skin suit off. California. So glad to be part of the G-Force. We're glad you're part of the G-Force, honey. Kentucky Redneck says, instead of rolling with the G's, the next episode will be rolling with only Mrs. G.
Yeah, I know, Mom.
We won't be rolling nowhere in the G ride. Trish says, Mrs. G, he sounds like my husband when he has the man flu. LOL.
It's bad.
Lynn says, lady with 2 Dodges and a blue truck stuck on the side of road. Details at 11 p.m. Or 2 dogs and a blue truck stuck on the side of the road. Details at 11 p.m.
With missing husband.
Missing husband.
That's why I switched to drive-in. That way she couldn't use the Reaper to
keep him preserved.
To keep me preserved. At least I know with the drive-in, there'll be a smell, and she won't be able to hide it.
That's what dry ice is for, sweetheart.
That's what she uses the odor
removal for. Thanks, Van.
What's your thing you say?
What's one thing you'd say? This device is too hot.
Oh, press it.
Oh, I forgot I have to press it. Apply. Okay. The phone is getting hot. Russ says, I seen her put the poison in the flour in the live yesterday, LOL.
I don't doubt it.
Cheryl says, I'm so sorry you're both feeling ill. I pray for healing for you both.
She feels good now that she gave it to me.
I still feel rough, but not as rough as I did. That first day, I felt horrible.
When I get sick, I get bad sick.
Yeah, he does.
And I don't get sick very often.
Trish says, good thing you're not holding line. Sean said, should we start mailing Mrs. G some Febreze then? No, I got Blastable. We're good. Van just stocked me up. Andrew says, can I get a Hong Kong?
Yeah, let me get
He does. Linda says travel prayers for you. Thank you, honey. Jen said, Mrs. G, if you need to take G's temperature with a rectal thermometer, be sure and strap a board to his ass in case you fall in.